G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy and thank you for joining me today. Okay, I don't know, it's still going, this project. And the reason why it's going too long is because I'm chatting and there's, I'm not going to make too many excuses other than there's a lot of folds in fabric and I have a lot of it here. In fact, a good third of this project is fabric. And so far all I've done here is just block in, which has given me a good idea, you know, where I need to build. Okay, so I also want to block in the flour and what the baker is doing. So I'm going to block in that as well. Hello to you too, Angie. Hi, Cherry. Angie and Nuria, hello. Thank you for coming into the chat. All right. So, and it's really interesting that there are not that many colours. When I say it's quite a limited palette anyway. So I will get with the program, and of course, for all of those who are just tuning in and finding out about, or just stumbled in, because that's what happens most of the time, just to let you know, this is a 30 by 40 centimetre pastel painting on Pastelmat by Clairefontaine. At the moment I'm using the pans, but I will be using some soft pastels as well in certain areas, and let's see how we go. And I'm using all kinds of tools, soft tools, brushes, little brushes, big brushes, anything that's going to give me the outcome I'm going for. There is no wrong or right, but just to let you know, with pans, bit of a disclaimer really, the pans are made for little to no dust, okay, when using soft tool sponges. I'm using the bristle brushes, so there is a little bit of powder. When I say a little bit, I mean, you'll see that there is a little bit of dust, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I'm getting the results I want with the techniques that I've developed over the years. Abigail, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. All right, get with the program. Okay, what is everyone up to? I hope you're all keeping well. And of course, I'm using all of these brushes that I've bought from Temu. And you know what? I'm liking them. There's all kinds of things to do. And there's all kinds of variations and shapes, and if I don't like it, I just modify it, you know what I mean? So, which I've done. A lot of people ask me about this brush. They ask me, where do you get this brush? Well, it's from a local art shop here in Australia. What it is really, it's an 1/8 of an inch angular watercolor synthetic brush, which I've modified. It was a bright, no, sorry, it was angular, but I've made it even more angular. Yeah. I only say that because there are some of them, I've actually bought ones where they were bright, and I've just gone. Anyway, so that's them. Go with the program. Get with it, Chrissy. Hurry up. Do this, do that. I chat a lot. All right. What I'm putting down now is raw umber, and I want a dark surface before I go light. It's always how I do it. And what I would like to do, there's the table which is more on the burnt sienna side, so I'm actually going to be touching that up with that as well. But I do want something dark at the moment going down, so I can go light. I know it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. And plus I want to get some layers of pastel down, and this is the best way to do it. Because with Pastelmat, all I do is layer. And that's what's happening here. Yeah. Hi, Helen. Hello. Hello. How you going? How's your holiday? You lucky thing. On a lovely holiday. Yeah. All right. We're very lucky. Hi, MD. Hello. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Let's go a little bit here. I think this is where I would like that bit here. Let me see what's been happening here. Well, I'll tell you what's happening for me. I'm actually also on holiday. Well, when I say holiday, I'm not going to any destination, but I've taken leave from work. It's probably something that I've wanted for a bit. This year's been a little bit difficult for me with my family. My parents are not well, you know, so plus one of the main reasons is because my dog is getting desexed. Oh, we call it desexed, or is it spayed? I know it's neutered for the males, and or is it spayed? I think that's the term. Okay, where is the voice? Is it is my voice okay? Like, can you hear me? Yeah? Can you hear my voice? MD, you can't hear me? Is that right? Or it's silent? No, it's not silent today. Is sound bad? Bad? Is it bad? Can someone tell me? Because I can see the noise is coming through. Oh, okay, all right. MD, maybe go out and come back in or reset. Okay for you. All right, cool. Okay, so, yeah. So one of my dogs is getting desexed today. Oh, it was desexed yesterday. So I'm staying home to look after her. Poor thing. She's just a poor thing. Yeah. Hello, Chandri. Okay, Abigail, you hear me too. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm staying home to look after her. Poor thing. Seriously, us women go through so much. Even with pets. They do all the hard work, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm staying home for that, and probably might do some art, catch up on some of the projects which I need to finish, like my cards, which is happening. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. There's this it's advertised on Facebook. There's this program, what's it called? And what it does, it improves your photos. Like, for example, if you've taken a photo and there's a lot of noise, it takes the noise out. Topaz, that's it. Topaz. Have you people heard about that, and what do you think about that? Okay, I'm going to try to go out and return back. Okay, MD. Yeah, so have you heard about that? It's some kind of AI program. I don't know. It's just it's a one-off. You pay a one-off. There's a sale going on at the moment, and of course in Australia we always pay an arm and a leg for it. But I just wanted to find out, is this something that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Hello, CP Art, hello. This is David, isn't it? It is David, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, never heard of Topaz. Do not use any program. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll need that for all my photos. Yeah, well. You and me, Cherry. Yes. I just wanted to find out about it. I don't know what it's all about. I mean, okay, I'm okay with what I use already. Yep, it's me, yay. All right, I just thought so. I just check, you know what I mean, just checking. Yeah, you use Photoshop for that. Okay, all right, have a go. Yeah. There is so much out there, isn't there? My husband used it because he's a photographer, but I didn't know how to use it. Topaz, you mean Nuria? Yeah? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I use now, I used to use Photoshop, but I don't use Photoshop anymore. I use Affinity Photo. Now the voice is okay. See, reset. That's it. Okay, I'm off to bed. Had busy day making all the arrangements. Before you go any further, yeah, lucky. My aunt is still in hospital, but hopefully comes home tomorrow. Okay, Helen. Hope your auntie recovers and gets well. I'm off to bed. Had a busy day making all arrangements to get my aunt home. Okay, Helen. Talk to you soon. Thank you for popping in to say hello. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, so, oh, look, I'm not, because what I'm saying is I'm okay with trying things out. If it works and it's not going to affect my work much, then I'm okay with using things. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, Cherry, I know that you did this, right? So how long did you spend on the bread, the dough? I'm curious. And for all of those who are wondering, this is probably not my usual type of content that I paint. It's from an inspiration on my Facebook group where it's called Share Your Art with Xrissart, and the description is in the link is in the description box below if you wanted to join, and where we share our art, our profiles, our work, any good deals that there might be going around in the world, an interesting video that you wanted to share that you think that the group would like, what else, things like that. And the rules is just to be nice to each other, really, just to be nice to each other. There are no real hard and fast rules. You don't have to, it's got nothing to do with, using a particular type of medium, things like that. So that's what it's all about. Anyway, back to this. It's all about, so every month I put an inspiration up. And the reason why I say this is, I know I say this every time, but sometimes there are people just who are discovering, and so I thought discovering this channel, and I just thought I'd mention this. So I put an inspiration up every month, and I put 3 images, royalty-free images, where you're free to paint as you wish, change as you wish, and they're purely inspiration. Or you can paint it as is, or change colours, or take bits of this, or take bits of that, and make a paint, whatever. It's all for, if you're not sure, you want to paint something, but you're not sure, but you want to say, oh, okay, I'll give this a go. Well, that's what it's really for, really. So each time I put up these inspirations, I don't paint any. So I have done one, and I changed it a bit. And this is my second one. So I thought I would do that. And see what I come up with, and mine is a little bit different. I sort of change it up a little bit, which I've decided not to put the cupboard in the back. It's just him. Yeah, I've done it a bit like that. So, but yeah. Oh, but I can't see anyone on the chat. All is like, okay. Helen says, yeah, she's 86 and has dementia. So no recovery on that part. It's okay. I understand. My mum's got dementia. But made things more comfortable for her. See you all soon. Okay. Lovely. Oh, it's okay. I understand. Hi, Vivian. Hello. Hi, all. Just jumped out of bed. Hope you're all well. Are you having a cup of tea, Vivian? Having a cup of tea and a bicky. All right. Cherry, on and... okay, Cherry says, on and off. A couple of days. Couldn't get it to my liking. Yeah. Look, well, let's just see how I go with this. Well, you're seeing this happen in real time because I've been doing it all on here. Yep. So I'm just making sure that I'm just layering pastel down. I got sick and tired of looking at this gap. Yeah. 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 Yeah, so when I mentioned, yeah, my mum's got dementia and it's not a nice disease. So I understand, Helen. I get it. That's why I've been having such a hard time this year. It's that sort of thing, sorting out my parents, making sure that they're, you know, because they're aged and frail, and taking care of, making sure that they're safe and comfortable. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Gorgeous painting. Oh, thanks, Dave. Yep. Thanks, Dave. It's taking a while, but that's all right. See, as you can see, pastel's not moving. And the reason why it's not moving is because of Pastelmat. And the brush technique that I'm using is doing that. So I'm applying little pastel as I go, as I pick up. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Don't say hugs when I'm here, because I love hugs. There you go. So we all love hugs, don't we? Yeah, my mum had dementia too. She would phone me at 4 a.m. and ask if we were going shopping. Oh, look. My mum now is in a nursing home. So, yeah. Yeah. What can I say? What can I say? Not much. All right, so what else can I tell you about? Oh, just letting you know that I do have a Patreon channel as well, where we do some lovely, interesting projects. At the moment, we have a patron here who can actually vouch for what we're doing at the moment. On Patreon, where what we do is in real time, step by step, lots of unusual and different kinds of paintings. You'll learn techniques, but I think this channel is I'm more concerned on giving you confidence to do the things that you want to do. So you just learn a few techniques here and there, and you learn it in some unusual projects that we do. So the project that we're doing at the moment involves a flying whale, a mermaid, the sea, froth and sea foam, What else is there that's a little bit unusual? It's mainly the flying whale and the mermaid. So there you go. So we're learning about how to create sea foam. So in that this is where it all happens, you know, where you learn to. So we do it in a in the format of a project. Let me see. Vivian says, I think the heart on the side of the chat means I can send hearts to you all. Yes, it does, Vivian. Heart away. Do you speak to Wendy still? Oh, look, I haven't spoken to her in a very long time. She's sort of away from media, but I believe she's going well. Okay, what brand of brushes? Oh, hello, Diane. Welcome to the stream. What brand of brushes are you using? They seem to pick up a lot of the pastel. Yes, well, this particular one is by EcoTools. It is a physical makeup brush. And how I discovered this was, it was in my local, a long time ago. I discovered this in my local, I was using synthetic paint brushes, and I still use any kind of brush, any brush that's going to give me the outcome I'm looking for. So I was looking in the, I was in the grocery section, and I looked at those and I'm thinking, I wonder what those bristles are like. So I used them. I tried them out and I'm thinking, yes. And then I tried more things and more brushes, like more. But then there's other ones that I'm trying all the time. There's brushes which even oil painting brushes, which I hack up to give me a particular texture that I want. So the answer to your question, what brand of brushes are you using? This one is EcoTools. Okay, what kind of pastel? It's not hard pastel. No, these are soft pastels. PanPastels are considered soft pastels. And no, these are not oil. Eco Sponges, awesome. Sponges, awesome. Okay, Eco Sponges, awesome as well. Yeah, I haven't tried those ones. Interesting. Maybe I should. But I use I've got these. They're the soft tool sponges that I've got. And these are the soft tool sponges that I also have. You know, every now and again. And they're washable for those who are just understanding pans. Yep. But, you know, look at this. I'm just using the brush at the moment because what it does, I pick up the pastel and the bristles help me get the pastel in the tooth of the paper. The soft tools, sponges, only glide on top of the surface. I mean, I suppose if you press hard enough you would, but then when you start pressing hard enough, I put a lot of pressure on the soft tool sponges and they do tear. So I'm sort of a bit cautious, but I use them all the time. There you go. You know, for certain areas, yeah, there's lots of things that I would use. It's not just one particular thing. No worries, Diane. Yep, all good. Yeah, but you know, like I'll use these little brushes as well. Yeah, you've just come in. I was just talking about, like, I will buy a brush like this and modify it, and I modify it, believe it or not. And I've got these are nail clippers, but these are not for my nails. These are for cutting a brush, and it's got a nice little snap, very, you know. You can use scissors, of course, but I found that really handy. Yeah. So, this is interesting now. Hi, Aromas. I haven't seen you in a very long time. Where have you been? I'm pretty sure. Welcome, welcome. G'day, Vicky. Hello, my love. How you going? Nice to see you. Useful. Okay. Dave says, useful for creating bouquet backgrounds. There you go. They are small and round. Oh, lovely. Okay. I love your shirt. Oh, this shirt. Yeah. I know. I normally wear black, don't I? I normally wear black. Yes. Okay, I've been working, okay, Jerry says, I've been working on my flying whale for the past few days, and also had another try at watercolors and watercolor pencils. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Well, that's good. So your whale's going all right. Yeah, so it's not normally that I wear colour on here. I usually wear my black t-shirt only because I destroy my clothes from all of the paint and stuff that I muck about with. So, but I felt like wearing colour today. I think, you know me, I do love colour. I do love colour, so how did the watercolor go, Cherry? That's what we're going to ask, because it's something that you're trying to learn. I think I'm trying to find the right word. All right, so. Okay. Not too good. Okay, not too good. Still so much. Oh, look. But remember that you're always having to, you know, we need to practice. I mean, watercolor is something which I love so much, and I'm getting used to it. So, yeah. All the time. So, and you've just got to keep on doing little projects. I think that's what it is. Okay, you wear the spring more beautiful. Oh, thank you, MD. Thank you so much. Diane says, have you tried using soft pastels the same way you would use pans? Yes, I have. I use both and get more colors. Look, there are no rules as far as you can do anything. Yes, well, there you go. Vicky says yes. Look, she's been doing that as well. Yes, have you tried using soft pastels the same way you would pans? Well, the way I would use soft well, you can apply your soft pastel on the surface and use a brush to move the pastel around. Easily done, yes. I find it very hard to reverse think, says Cherry, and start with the lightest colours. I know, it is the reverse. See, right now I've put in dark colours, and you know, right, dark colours. You know what, can I just look, my dad is calling me and I just need to answer this call. I'm just gonna, just give me a minute and I'll come back to you. I'm so sorry for this. This is really urgent. One moment. Yeah? All right, it's all right? I'm doing a broadcast. All right, okay, later. Okay. All right. Okay, all right then. Bye. Okay, bye. Bye. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I had to answer this phone call. My dad called me twice. I could see that he called me twice and I thought that something happened to him. And then I just had to answer that. But he's fine. He's fine. So I just wanted to check when I'm going to see him. Okay. I normally don't do that on a live stream, but I got scared, that's all. Okay, plus, yeah. Oh. You're giving me a heart attack. You gave me a heart attack. All good. Family first, Chrissy. Oh, if you only knew. That's the first time I've ever done that. First time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using this angular brush, and it's one that I actually got from Temu. So we're trying this out. Chrissy, you need a hug. Take a breath. Ah, dear. Yeah. After the stream, I usually go and visit my parents. And my dad was asking me what time I was going to come to see him because I was going to be out. He said because he was going to be out, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Oh, we are family. Yes, we are family. Oh, that's so nice of you to say that. Thank you for that. That was very nice. Jeez. I'm so sorry. You know me, I get sooky. I get sooky sometimes. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay, what were you saying? Add gum arabic to watercolor, you'll have control. When you add, I haven't done that yet, Abigail, but when you add gum arabic, does it, because I haven't tried it yet because I just haven't had time to do it, because you've mentioned it so many times. Is it something that, does it make it more, like not so runny? That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I love you too, Angie. Love you too. Love you all very much. You guys are awesome. So understanding. Okay, even though I'm blocking here with a lighter shade, I'm going to, if I've gone too light, I can, what should I say? I can tone it down, but I just want to keep this shape. And the only way I'm going to do this is by using a lighter colour. You're a control freak. Yes, Cherry. I know, you like control. I get it. Like, I like it too. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm like that also. Okay, exactly. It makes the paint a little bit thicker. There you go. Yes, okay. Okay. So does it granulate? No, it wouldn't granulate, would it? Does it granulate if you put more gum arabic, Abigail? Now, for all of you, Abigail, along with our friend Janice and a few others, of our resident, what can I say? These girls, they actually experiment a lot and share what they find. So Abigail, I know, does a lot of this. Do you add it to the water? I add it to the palette with a bit of water, and then I add it to my paint. No granulation. Okay. Okay. No granulation there. All right, I get it. Okay, so here, what I'm doing, can you see? Yeah, you can see. I've got a few dark bits here. I just need to add where my shadows are so I don't lose my map, because that's really important in this part of the painting. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to lose my map. And I imagine this dough is going to be just as hard as difficult, not difficult, but you need to take care, that's probably the right word, as the fabric. I actually did buy some, but didn't know what to do with it. Cherry, now you know. It does try a little shiny, not too much. It does dry a little shiny, okay, but not too much. Okay, what is the shelf? What is? Dear. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Oh dear. Yeah, so I'm making sure that I get this right. If I get this wrong, no good. Okay. So if I just mark these, I'll know where my place is. Oh dear. Okay, it's going to be holy bread. Yes, why not? Okay, if you read it as a yes, why not? Holy bread, for sure. Okay, I've had gum arabic which I kept for more than 10 years. Oh, it is still good. You don't need much. Ah. And I think I need to add just a little bit of the sienna. The sienna shade, maybe. Mix it. So this is the thing that I like about the pans. And going to your earlier question, Diane, look, I find it easier for me to mix the pans than the soft pastels, but it can be done. Like, it is done. I suppose I've been doing this for such a long time that this is how I've I've developed it this way. Not so much the style, but developed the way that I can paint to, make things look the way that they do. I just wanted to add a bit of warmth here. Okay, off to bed. Okay, Dave, we'll chat soon on FB. Lovely to watch you in action again. Nice to see you in the chat. Welcome again, and talk again next time for sure. Okay, I have so many, I have so many supplies. Join the club. Okay, Abigail says, I don't think it will burn. Who says it's burning? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Of course you... Yes, well, Ange. Yes. I know. And now even more so, seeing as I work in an art shop, all these new products that come in, jeepers creepers. There is no... I can't say no to that. If my boss says to me, oh, Chrissy, I'd like you to try this. What do you reckon about this? Well, of course. Just wanted to make sure you can see that. Yep. Ah, geez, I've got so many projects. I need about 2 or 3 lifetimes to do what I want to do. But anyway, that's always a conversation, isn't it? But you know what? This is what I'm thinking, and this is how I look at it, right? You're not hurting anyone. So long as it's something that you enjoy doing, you're not hurting anyone. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not? If you're spending money on a hobby that you that gives you pleasure, by all means, and never don't feel guilty or anything about the art supplies that you're accumulating. Yeah, well. Yeah. So, well, and there's no harm in trying new things, because sometimes what happens is that you discover things that you never thought were possible just by giving it a go. So see how stubborn this is at the moment. And for all of those who are just trying to figure out, well, what the heck is she doing with that brush? As I mentioned before, working the bristles into the tooth, see how it's not moving? I've put the pastel down, but it's not moving. And that's because, again, I don't have enough layers. So that's good. I'm building slowly. I would rather build slowly, right, and then if I've got too much pastel on there, then the pastel starts to move. So then I pick it up with my kneaded eraser if I need to make a change of some kind. Yes, Nuria says yes, of course. I agree. I spend money on me because I deserve self-love. Yes, why not? Of course, why not? Okay. And Cherry says, I did have my art to. I didn't have my art to do. If I didn't have my art to do, I'd have to do more housework. Bugger that. Bugger that. Housework? What's housework? Oh my gosh. Now that's where sometimes like I feel guilty there. I'm thinking, oh, look, I really should go up and clean the bathrooms. This is what happens to me. I go, one more day. And then, because then I need to do some of this art. Dreamweaver, hello, nice to see you here. Haven't seen you here for a while. Okay, hi there. Have been listening while swatching watercolors. Oh, lovely. What watercolors are you swatching? May I ask? Please share with us. Okay, do you find people judge you for having a lot of art supplies, and also judgmental because you do art? I think that the people that carry on about me having too much art supplies are the people that don't do art, mostly. And then your next part of the question, and also judgmental because you do art. If they're going to be judgmental, they're going to be judgmental on the themes I paint. The themes I paint, because I don't because what I paint, because I usually paint fantasy surreal things, and that's not everyone's cup of tea. You know, they'll go, you know, they'll go, or they might go, oh, that's okay, and then they'll go, that's it. Or what was she smoking when she did that? Or what is she on? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I get. I don't know what everyone else gets, but I get that. You know, if people, for example, like my husband is not judgmental, but he goes, geez, you got a lot of stuff. And I go, yeah, I know. Do you know what I mean? And he understands me, right? So, but it's people that don't usually do art would judge you, I think, with all the stuff that you'd have. Like they'd be thinking, gosh, does she need all that? Like, why's she got all that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what happens to me. I don't tell anyone what supplies I have. Well, I do with you guys, you know, I do with you. You know, I share with you. And you know, sometimes I do feel a bit embarrassed about it, but then I think, oh, well, you guys understand. As you can see, there's a lot of pastel that needs to go down because none of it is moving at the moment. Yeah. Okay, I'm swatching a few actually Prima, Faber-Castell, Artistro, and Kuretake and others. Oh, okay. Artistro. What is Artistro? Artistro. What is that one? What is that one? These are watercolors, right? You said watercolors. Faber-Castell watercolors. Do Faber-Castell make watercolors? Do they? Watercolor pencils. Interesting. You'll have to tell us so much about this. But I'm happy at home doing my thing. Yes, exactly. I'm like that. I'm happy doing this. Like, I love doing this. I love sharing, and you know, it's really cool. Like, I really like this a lot. And when I discover something, I'm thinking, and I have to share it. I have to tell you. Oh, yeah. And how it works and stuff like that. Oh, yes, most definite. Wow, this is interesting. Just putting, now this is very, very, just placing colour down, and look, already it's starting to take the shape. It's not flat, it's starting to look a bit 3D, even with just the little highlights that I've put. See what a difference, hey? That's why tone is really important. Yeah. Okay, the Faber-Castell set is a lovely set of 48 colours. Is that right? I'm going to have to look at that. Yes, FB have watercolours, good ones. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I can't think. I can't think. Angie says, I've heard of Artistro Pastels. Oh, is it Pastels? This is looking incredible. Oh, thank you, Dreamweaver. Bugger. Oh, what is bugger? What does that mean? Oh, okay. Oh, geez. I don't know how to explain that. I'm going to have to, hang on. I'm going to have to, because I don't know how to, oh, hang on. I've got, if Vicky is in the stream still, could you explain what bugger is? Sometimes, like, you'll think, okay, this is how I use bugger. If I've made a mistake, I go, oh, I buggered that up, like I made a mistake. It wasn't good. Or if someone tells me that they've had a, oh, Vivian, if Vivian's in the stream, maybe she could explain what, I don't know, it's not really a curse word, and it's not really a nice word, but it's not really a bad word. Bugger means, oh, look, you've stuffed something up. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and then, or if someone has done something, you'll go, oh, bugger, that's not good. You know? It's sort of saying, yeah. Like, dang, that's it. Yeah, if you are in the States, that's exactly right. It's exactly right. Or damn, yeah, that, like that. It's like that. It's just the, well, us Aussies use it a lot. I believe the people in the UK use it a lot. Yeah, there you go, Vivian. It means you've made a mistake. Let's just say it like that. That's what that means. Yeah. Yeah, oh, heck. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. See, MD, who says you don't learn things in this art space? Learn lots of things. You learn language, learn the way we talk. Everyone has a different interpretation. Oopsie, there you go. Oopsie, that's a very good one. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. And sometimes if you Google that, there are on YouTube, there are videos of the way Australians use that word. Yeah. But it's very much like what you guys are saying. Oh, heck. Oh, damn. Or, you know, dang. Right. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. I forget that I talk another language other than It's a funny English, isn't it? Ah, well. Yeah. A magic word, yes. Yes, it could be. Ah, yeah. It could be a magic word. Yep. I think my version of this cherry is a little bit more haphazard than yours. Okay, sounds perfect to me. Okay. Okay, I need a smaller brush now for this. Easy. So like I'm trialing out these brushes, and so I'm actually quite liking this. And the reason why I like it is because it has a snap. Okay, so that's what you should look for in a brush. It doesn't necessarily have to be a makeup brush. It could be an old synthetic watercolor brush that you have got in your little paint box that, you know, that you think, well, I'm not going to use that brush, but let me see if I can use it for this. That kind of thing. Yeah. 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 Well, this is exactly where I want to be with this. This is really cool. Now this is a straight one. Look at that one compared to that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you'll get different ways to paint with it. Yeah. It has a few meanings, says Vicky. Yes. Yeah, it's like saying damn. Yeah, that's right. In Spanish, it's, how do you say it? Maldita. Maldita? And where do you pronounce maldita? Is that it? Okay, Chrissy, you do go through your studio. Chrissy, do you go through your studio stock often? Good question. No, is the answer. And it's something which I'm going to remedy that. Yeah, that's a very good question. See, what I've done and what I plan to do is to take everything out of my studio and put everything back in, so I know, and put them in a place where and label things. Because that's why I got some shelving, so I could see all my paper and see what I should use. So these days it's only to replenish. To be honest, I'm only replenishing now, and because of work, if I get introduced to a new product and my boss wants me to try it so I could talk to customers about it, that's the only time. Because I think I'm pretty right with a lot of things. It would take Chrissy too long. like bloody hell, maybe. Yeah, that's right. MD, yeah, that's right. Yeah, oh, bloody hell. Exactly. That's exactly right. Nuria, I said it right. Yes. I won't tell you what it originates from. That's right. See, that's what I mean. It was not really all that good, but it's not all that bad. Yeah. The eye. Malti. Yeah, Maltida. Maltida, yeah. A weekend at least. You should, because, what's this? It would take Chrissy too long. You should, because I should. Okay, all right. Kathy, hello, my darling. Hello. How are you today? How is your holiday? Are you back? Are you back from Cairns? Kathy has been away to a very warm place in Australia. She's come. If you're still on holidays, well, just stay up there for the winter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to work out where my lights are and where my darks should be. So I think that is where I'm at here with this. Yeah. In fact, in the UK, they say bloody hell a lot, don't they? Or they'll go, oh no, I can't. Oh, this might be all right. Bloomin' heck, don't they? And did I say it with the right accent, Cherry? Bloomin' heck, like the H is silent. Yep. I'm sure. Okay, I was looking for those brushes on Temu. There are hundreds. Okay, what I'll do, Cherry, I'll send the link. I promised that I would, and I didn't. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to put the link of these ones in particular. They're really cool. You'll really like them. Yeah, you'll really like them. Okay, no tan. It wasn't as warm as other years. The weather has been weird everywhere. Good to be home. Okay. I deleted my Temu app. Addictive. Well, I've been actually all right on it. I've got things sitting in my like cart, but I haven't pressed the button for some of them. But someone at work, this is something. Someone at work went on, and this is transfer paper. You know me. I use Xrissart, and I swear by it. I just love it so much, and it's the white and the graphite. I love it because the transfer stays. It stays for a very long time. It just doesn't go. So I tried this on another project, and it is really cool. It is so much cheaper, but I have to tell you, it is flimsy. So, you know, but it is like a couple of dollars. Like, it's not that much. But you can buy like 30 sheets for about a couple of dollars. I mean, if that's going to help you with resources. My colleague at work gave me a few sheets. She bought it. So I go, let me try it and see whether it's worth me talking about. And it is. So if you're wanting, so I might put that up as well for those who are interested. Okay, yes, we're lazy talkers too. Try not to say much around the grandchildren though. Yes. Oh, so I said it all right, didn't I, Cherry? Yes, I did. I know I did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they say bloomin' heck. And it all depends what part of England you're from, and there's a different accent, isn't there? Yeah, whereas here in Australia, although, yeah, our accents are pretty much the same in most states, although there are differences between us Australians, we can tell, but anyone other than Australian couldn't tell where we're from by the way we speak. But in the UK, I mean, there are different accents, and you always know where you're from by your accent, hey? But yes. Okay. Oh, okay. You looked for that too? Okay. I will put that link because she showed me what it is. I haven't got it yet, but I've got it in my cart ready to go. It's only a couple of bucks. Oh, I don't know. I might be lying. It could be $4 Australian dollars, but for you, it's probably like about, I don't know, £1. Because our dollar is so not as good as the pound, of course. Okay. Even I don't understand some of our accents. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Some things I'm looking at which I think need. I've been looking at this arm. I'll make sure that that's right there. Yeah. Yes, accents. I'm sure, but I'm sure, like in other countries as well, like you could tell where, like for example, what's interesting is like the Spanish. And Nuria, you'd be the right person to tell us. Would in your country, like different parts of Spain, are there different dialects? Like when I say dialects, the way they say words. I know. Well, my ethnic background is Greek, so and it's like the UK where in different parts of Greece, they all have a different like. Accent or dialect. You understand the words that they're saying, or some of them, but yeah. But yeah, in Spain, like for example, if you're Spanish, but then there's South American and all of these different like Spanish speaking countries, you could probably tell where they're from just by the way that they speak. And what about in the Arabic countries too? Like, for example, in the Arabic countries, you could probably tell where they're all from, couldn't you, by the ways that they speak? So, yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, Vivian, thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm having an absolute ball with this. So what I'm doing now is I'm just applying the pastel very delicately in this part, just to make sure that I don't miss things. And trying to make it look 3D. I'm actually looking at what I'm doing. So, yeah, and if I'm looking at it, when I look up, I'm looking at my camera and it's showing me from a distance. So right now, I'm looking at it very close, but I think when I look at it from far, I can see that the 3D is starting to happen. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, see? Catalan, Gallego, and Euskera. Jeez, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am. I'm butchering it. Yeah. Like all the English languages, Australian, UK, America, all of the English-speaking countries. We all have our different accents, don't we? But I'm just saying within our own countries, Like the UK is like in the US, for example, you've got the South, you've got, your southern accents and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, it looks much better than my sausage tarts. Don't be saying that. Okay, oh my God, it looks finished and pretty amazing, I have to say. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Oh, look, I'm blocking, okay? This is all blocking. The whites are a bit too stark for me, so I'm actually going to tone it down. And it almost looks like a negative actually from a photo, you know what I mean? I really want to take that away. It's actually quite cool, and I think I may need to have to warm it up a little bit, but yeah. Azerbaijan is a strange song in the word bugger. Azerbaijan, that's a place. Is that where you're from, MD? Azerbaijan. That's where the Formula One, the racing cars, are held. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yep. And the only reason why I know that is because my husband loves motorsport, and Formula One go to Azerbaijan, if I'm saying that correctly as well. I'm right, am I, Nuria? Yes, yes, yes. What can I say? What can I say? Okay. Smaller brush. I need a smaller brush. Or a different... Yeah, I need a smaller brush. Yeah. So now I'm going to emphasize some of the... I might have to warm it up. I think it looks very cold. This bit looks here very cold. I'm going to warm it up now. Yeah. Yeah, yours, Cherry, looks nice and warm and inviting, your baker. Mine looks, he looks very cool at the moment. So I'm looking at it. See, this is what I mean. When I start to put other colors down around and putting like the base, this is when, this is for me, but this is how my eyes work. That's when I'm able now to balance. So now, as soon as I've put these colors down, so I've put down some warm colors, and now all of a sudden my baker looks like a negative. Do you know what I mean? A negative from a photograph. You know what I mean? You know the slides, the negatives. Yeah, so that's what it looks like at the moment for me. So you are very good speaking Spanish. Oh, you can teach me, Nuria. Oh dear. Yep. I think that's a language which you know what? There are 3 languages which I would have loved to have learnt, and I should have learnt younger. I would love to have learnt Spanish. Beautiful language, Italian and French. Those 3. French. I mean, you could talk to me in French and you could be swearing at me in French, but I just love the sound of it. You know what I mean? It just has such a melody, and the Italian and the Spanish do as well. I just, you know, yeah. I'm showing my age. Absolute slides negatives. Yes, that's right. Well, pot kettle. Excuse me. You seem to know. You seem to know what I'm talking about as well. Oh dear. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Pot kettle. Yes, going back to the days of the negatives. When I was younger, to develop our photos, we didn't have the digital thing going. No. You had like a little roll of film that you put it into the camera, you took your photos, you never knew whether you took a good photo or not, right? And it wasn't until you got them developed. And when you used to, and then they would get developed in a photo lab, and a special photo lab. And so what would happen, not only do you get your photographs, but you also got your negatives that were in with that envelope. So is that is that something that you all remember? I mean, this is how we were. This is how it was here in Australia. It's not like that now, but yes, the good old days, says Angie. Yeah. Gosh. Oh well, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and half of the photos were rubbish. That's right. Half of the photos were crap. They were just bad, or blurry, or out of focus, or what else? Oh my gosh, heads half off. Not everyone in the photo. Well, you see now, photographers, you know, you get a photographer, they've taken the photo and they have a look at it on digital and they know whether it's good or not. That is so much. That's where technology is really good. Do you know what I mean? That's where technology is good. This is what I like about technology. Yep. Yeah. Now see how this part here for me is a bit too stark. You just add a bit of a darker value on top and it tones it down. This is why I love this particular technique. Well, pastels in general, actually, because you can do that with pastels easily like that without a fuss. Okay. You remember those days too, Nuria? We're getting old. Ange says, okay, I actually have some negatives. Maybe I will pull them out. Do a watercolor painting, tonal style. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. But yes, can you see? It looks like a negative to me. I don't know. I'm looking at it. It looks like a negative. Yeah. And then you would have piles and piles of photos. And it's like in our phones. We've got like tons of photos in our phone. And it's similar to the photos that you would have, you know, you might have, you know, you've paid like so much money in getting your photos developed and you might even get maybe 2 or 3 out of those, right? And I suppose, I don't know, it's a different way of keeping photos now. We've got them in our phones and we don't do much with it. There is that. Whereas I suppose if you developed your photos, you would put them in a photo album and you could view them that way. It's totally different, isn't it? Okay, sad thing happened. Google told me my storage was full, so I've been deleting hundreds of photos. Can't believe the crap I had on my phone. Yeah, I know. I just pay a few pounds a month for more storage. Yeah, there is that as well. Well, as you know, I would have loads as well, and I've been downloading on a just on a silly USB and stuff like that. But you know what? I don't mind paying a few dollars to put it all in storage and just access it when I have to. I think that's probably safer. I have to think about that because I've got loads of videos and you know, everything is heavy for me. Yes, Cherry, but I'm determined to put off paying as long as I can. Yeah, I know. Ah, well, if you can do it, Good for you. I can't do it. Right now my phone is full and I've had to offload. It's extremely difficult. Wow, this brush is really lovely for texture, by the way. So yeah, well worth getting these brushes, I think. Really good for texture. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Mind you, Kathy, I did delete a few shopping lists I had on my phone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's this dirty, great big cast shadow here. And I'm going to do that with this brush. Right off the page there. And I'm going to warm it up. Yes, I need a bit of warmth in this painting. Did you cut that brush, Chrissy? No, I did not. This is what I'm saying. This is on Temu. This is where I got this one from. Honestly, I think it was like $2 something. Or maybe $4, but just $4. And I got like a set of them. Yeah, no, I didn't modify this brush. No way. No. I tell you if I did. But no, not this one. And I like it because look. Yeah. Very similar to this one, actually. With a couple of dollars, you can, it's not too bad to be able to invest in these. Particularly when it gives you a shape that you're looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely getting a bit of use out of this. Actually, that should go there. Yeah. Poor thing. My one of my other dogs, who is not desexed. Like, you know, I've got two. Well, one is desexed, of course, and now she's just recovering from her operation. And of course, the two dogs are partners in crime. They play with each other. They do naughty things together. They do. They're just together all the time, all together. And now. Poor Athena, it's Artie, she's sort of lying down, recovering from her operation, and poor Athena's just roaming around looking for her. And of course I've got to keep them separate because, you know, they love to play chasings and they wrestle and, you know, they do all of the dog things. So little poor Athena, she came up to the door. She goes, where is she? Where's she going? What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I am liking these brushes, like those. But if you've got some brushes in your paint box that you haven't used in a while, and you'll think, well, you know, so long as they're not one of your precious expensive ones, because I wouldn't be doing this to an expensive one, but you know, definitely be doing it to one that's not expensive, so you can see whether it's worth your while doing it. Yeah. Yes, I think what I will do is I might have to warm this up a bit. But the shirt is cool. The shirt is cool. I'm just looking at the shirt. Might even be, it is cool. Yeah, I have to figure out how. I don't want it to look like a negative. It looks like a negative at the moment. I might warm this up. Now look at the difference, right? Look at the difference between raw umber tint and titanium white. Can you see that you'd still be getting the highlight, but not stark white? So now that I've been painting this, I'm looking at my man at the baker and I'm thinking, you're looking very cool. So I might just warm it up with this umber tint. I'm thinking it. And that's the whole purpose of doing this. You know what I mean? Blocking in. Yeah. And the more warmth I put it, the more cool that looks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mind you, this is all blocking, okay? This is all just making sure where I'm putting some colours, where my darker bits are, and all that stuff. All right, okay. I put some warm reddish brown and pinkish colors in his shirt, yeah, because I can see that there's like a bit of this dark magenta in there as well, so I have to think about that. Interesting. I'm glad you said that, Cherry, because that's how it looks to me. Anyway, so here we are so far. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So this is it blocked out. So I'm going to start to be putting in details. I'm going to work my way down again and just keep on doing that and just keep on doing that until I get it to where I want it to be. And that last bit where I flick the flower, that's going to be the scary bit, isn't it? It's always a scary bit. All right. Well, look, thank you all so much for joining me. And we talked about lots of things. So, but look, thank you again. I hope you all have a lovely weekend and a lovely next week. And I'll see you all next time. Okay, everyone, bye for now.